Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here on the island of La Palma. It's the day after the 2016 Transvulcania Ultramarathon. I am with Ruth Croft, who finished third yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling pretty beaten up. I showed you this today.
Yeah, you look a little beat up. Your toes look a little raw. You
Yeah,
took a digger there.
Yeah, and then I fell in the last switchback coming into Tazacorte as well. So yeah.
In maybe in front of some people?
Yeah, pretty much in front of a lot of people. Yeah. Good spot. Yeah.
But honestly, your results show that you didn't have too rough of a day out there. Third place in this field is quite a strong performance.
Yeah, I was happy with how it went yesterday and how the race panned out, because I was a bit worried actually, especially with the climbing. I just didn't feel like I had it in my legs, and so it wasn't until like 46k that I started to feel good about running. Yeah.
Like after you got up to the top and there had been some more running up there?
Yeah, because once you get out of, so I was with Jody, she was first out of the 41k aid station, and I was feeling really bad there, and then after that it starts to undulate a bit and you can get running, and so it was at that point where I was like, well, if I'm going to make a move, I kind of have to make it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just said as we were walking down here to do this interview that you just put in about 6 weeks of mountain training after training and running the Tokyo Marathon?
Yeah, so it was after the North Face. I had a North Face San Francisco 50 mile, I had a break,
Right.
and then I started training for Tokyo. So I had about an 8-week build up for Tokyo, and then about 7 weeks after that I switched to training for this race.
And so,
Yeah.
I mean, you live in Taiwan. There's a fair bit of hilly terrain there. So what did
Yeah.
your training actually look like? Did you just do like all in for all the hills, or?
So Jono White, he's been helping me with
Okay.
some workouts, and so in the weekends I try to get to central Taiwan. So Taiwan has over 200 mountains above 3,000 meters,
Yeah.
which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the weekends I try to get the long runs in the mountains.
Okay.
Yeah. And then during the week some hill workouts. Yeah.
More closer to home.
Yeah, because I can't travel. Yeah.
So you are a person who's been sort of, I don't know, more under the radar, making your way up the ranks of international competition. You had an incredible performance last year at the CCC,
Yeah.
and then a very strong performance at the North Face.
Yeah.
But nobody really talks about Ruth Croft as somebody out there. How are you maintaining your under the radar status?
I think it's because I'm in Taiwan as well, and
Okay.
Taiwan's not really on like the trail running scene or calendar, and so I think it gets probably maybe a bit overlooked in that sense. Yeah.
You are a person who has been consistently showing that you can run really well in flatter type terrain,
Yeah.
and then you run really well when we get on a big burly mountain course like this. To what do you attribute your performance diversity?
I don't know, I just like to have a go at doing everything. I don't want to just stick to doing one type of race, and like even Tokyo, I really enjoyed just having a change in training structure and trying to get some speed back, and so I think it's important to not just focus on one type of race, and so try to widen your skill set in the different kinds. Yeah.
Are you as your international level performances sort of become elevated, have you devoted more time towards training and the accessory things? Do you have a full-time job? Are you able to devote more time to training? How does life work for you?
Well, I'm pretty lucky. So in Taiwan I work for Garmin.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I work for 5 hours a day, 12 to 5. So it's
Okay.
perfect, so I can train in the morning and the afternoon. And in Taiwan I have a really good support system. So I go Red Court, which is a training centre, to help me out a lot. And then also got Jono, who's been really good
As a
to me.
coach?
Yeah. So I think the main thing is just building a community around you to help you. And in Taiwan I've got a lot of support, so I'm very fortunate for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit more about yesterday's race. In watching you run in a few races in the past, you're kind of one who takes things out. You usually go hard from the start. Yesterday you kind of sat back.
Well, that's the thing, because I knew I didn't have the climbing in my legs.
Okay.
And so, John had said to me to be a bit more on the caution side with the first climb.
Okay.
And so that was the plan. And then after our Pilar, it's kind of flat. So I thought I should try and use some speed there and then just see how it goes. Yeah.
And so on that long, many thousand 12,000-foot climb from the start, like up to before you descend down to El Pilar at 20K. Did you consciously dial it back, or were you just sort of running, here's my actual hill capacity today, or had you sort of toned it down and taken it conservative?
I don't think I had taken it conservative.
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't enjoying it at all.
You weren't?
No, but then I just kept saying to myself, like, even no one's enjoying this, like let's be real. Yeah, so, yeah.
And then, so when I saw you at El Pilar, that's 22K in,
Yeah.
you were like, where are the other girls? What's my splits?
Well, it's like I didn't know where anyone was, and even like, it was quite hard throughout the course to know where your placing was.
Right.
Because I was actually told I was second at like 35K, I think, or around then, and then I got told, no, you're at third, and then from then on I was told I was like 10 minutes behind.
Okay.
And then coming into Tazacorte on the riverbed, a lady said, oh, like second's 4 minutes ahead. And then I could see her just coming, they'd climb up to Los Llanos.
Okay.
But I couldn't pull her in.
You actually, so you said when we first started our interview here that you made your move around the 41K mark. So somewhere around the...
Yeah, I think it was about 45K.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so the long descent, like the long forever descent from Roque de los Muchachos to the sea, you were actually making up quite a bit of time on the girls in front of you. Had you any idea that was happening?
No, I was probably a bit more worried about the people behind me, because you feel like you're being hunted as well. So yeah, at that point, there's not much left of the race, and so I think you just got to go for it and just hope that no one from behind catches you, and that hopefully you can just catch the ones in front as well.
And so you did catch sight of Annalise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a bit too late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was watching you guys on the tracker.
Yeah.
You know, leaving Tazacorte and doing that last climb, it was quite close.
Yeah.
There was an approach happening on your part.
Yeah, but wasn't enough time.
Not quite enough real estate left.
Yeah, no, it was, and it's tough, that last climb as well. Actually nearly there, but especially after the descent.
Transvulcania has a horribly painful finish. You've got to run a couple of Ks through pavement.
Yeah.
But it's also just lined with locals cheering you in. What was that like?
Yeah, it's awesome. There's like so many little kids out with their hands out to give you a high five. But even on the course, the support, like even at El Pilar and all the major aid stations, there's people out there. So I think this race is, it's pretty unique. It's got so much support.
Did getting cheered through the last couple of kilometers sort of like balance out the pain?
Yeah. Well, I was trying not to give them this hand as well. I was like, oh.
Don't take my busted up arms.
Well, it's more sorry for them than me.
What next?
So go back to Taiwan, and in 2 weeks I'll go out to China to do the Red Bull. Have you heard about that?
Oh,
Yeah, the Red Bull Female Summit quest.
Okay.
Yeah, in Western China. So it goes up to, it's only 12K, but we start at, it's like 4-5 I think, and go up to 6,100.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like an acclimatization for that. And then after that, we'll do Buff Epic.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I'll probably do a one race before that. But I also like to do the North Face 50 miler in San Fran.
Come back to San Francisco again?
Yeah. That was a tough race. Yeah. So I'd like to come back.
Okay. Run those hills a little bit faster?
Yeah.
Awesome, Ruth. Well, congratulations to you. It was a pleasure to watch. Yeah, it was a pleasure to watch your strong performance all day, but interestingly, watching you kind of come on stronger as the race went on.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Cheers.